Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports.
A huge division rivalry game on tap for us in this one. And here's a guy expected to carry a lot of the load for his team on the ground against one of their biggest enemies.
It's the Redskins going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Half update now from Philadelphia, and it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. Ezekiel Elliott, a first quarter touchdown there. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, McCoy. He finds Quick. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play. This time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, McCoy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. Cole Beasley, over 100 yards receiving on the day, a couple of touchdowns as well. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. Looking to throw on second down. McCoy. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Sean Robinson continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 3rd and long. McCoy got a man open. It's Brian Quick. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, McCoy. His throw incomplete. Niles Paul the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Here's McCoy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here come the Redskins now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Off play action. McCoy. Room here to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. As they run the counter play. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The defense... Scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the football, they're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult, because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear. And they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Here we go now.
Now they try the right side here. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Redskins, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.